TV soap news and spoilers say that in the labyrinthine world of Beyond the Gates, where secrets twist like vines and family ties are as fragile as they are profound, the mystery of Leslie's biological father has emerged as a tantalizing enigma. Fans of the hit TV series have been gripped by speculation, their imaginations ablaze with theories about Leslie's origins. Could she be the daughter of Vernon and Barbara, two pivotal figures whose own tangled histories have left scars on the narrative? Or does her lineage lie elsewhere, buried in the shadows of a past that refuses to stay hidden? As we delve into this intricate puzzle, we'll explore the dramatic possibilities, the emotional stakes, and the seismic impact such a revelation could have on the characters, particularly Anita, whose world might shatter under the weight of the truth. Buckle up as we unravel the threads of this mystery, weaving together speculation, heartbreak, and the unrelenting pull of family secrets in a story that promises to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. The shocking possibility, Leslie as Vernon and Barbara's daughter. The heart of Beyond the Gates thrives on its ability to shock, to peel back layers of deception and reveal truths that reshape everything we thought we knew. The question of Leslie's parentage is no exception, and the notion that she could be the daughter of Vernon and Barbara is nothing short of explosive. Vernon, the charismatic yet morally ambiguous patriarch, has long been a figure of fascination. His charm masks a calculating nature, and his relationships are fraught with complexity. Barbara, on the other hand, is a woman whose life has been defined by tragedy and sacrifice, her choices echoing through the lives of those around her. The idea that these two could share a child, a daughter like Leslie, whose own journey has been marked by mystery and resilience, sends ripples of intrigue through the fandom. Imagine the scene, a quiet moment in the opulent Dupree family mansion, where secrets seem to seep from the walls. Leslie, with her fierce determination and quiet vulnerability, stands at the center of a storm she doesn't yet understand. If Vernon and Barbara are indeed her parents, the implications are staggering. Vernon's history of manipulation and Barbara's descent into despair would cast long shadows over Leslie's identity, forcing her to confront not just who she is, but what she's inherited from two such flawed and fascinating figures. The revelation would be a narrative earthquake, shaking the foundations of the show's intricate web of relationships. Anita's descent into chaos. No one stands to be more affected by this potential truth than Anita, Leslie's steadfast confidant and a woman whose own life has been a battleground of loyalty and betrayal. Anita's connection to Leslie is deep, rooted in years of shared struggles and unspoken bonds. To learn that Leslie is Barbara's daughter would be a blow, but to discover that Vernon, Anita's own tangled history with him notwithstanding, is Leslie's father would push her to the brink. The writers of Beyond the Gates have never shied away from plunging their characters into emotional maelstrom, and Anita's reaction promises to be a masterclass in dramatic devastation. Picture Anita, her eyes wide with disbelief, as the truth unravels. Her hands tremble, her voice cracks, and the weight of betrayal crashes over her like a tidal wave. Anita has always prided herself on her strength, her ability to navigate the chaos of the Dupree family with grace and grit. But this is too much. The thought of Leslie, the woman she's protected like a sister, being the product of Vernon and Barbara's illicit union would unravel her carefully constructed world. She might lash out, her words sharp and cutting, or retreat into a silence so profound it speaks louder than any scream. Fans can already imagine the scenes, Anita pacing the dimly lit halls of the mansion, her mind racing with memories of Vernon's charm and Barbara's fragility, piecing together a puzzle she never wanted to solve. Her descent into chaos would be both heartbreaking and riveting, a testament to the show's ability to blend soap opera excess with raw human emotion. Peach's confession and Barbara's tragic end. At the heart of this mystery lies Peaches, a character whose recent arrival in Beyond the Gates has set the stage for revelations that could redefine the series. Peaches is a woman marked by time and sorrow, her eyes carrying the weight of secrets she's held for too long. As she faces her own mortality, her desire to unburden herself drives the narrative forward. In a heartrending scene, Peaches sits Leslie down, her voice trembling as she begins to recount a story that's been buried for decades. A year after being ousted from the group, a moment that shattered her world. Peaches found herself pregnant. The father, she hints, was a man of power and influence, though she stops short of naming him. The child, she reveals, was Leslie. But the story takes a darker turn. Peaches shares that Barbara, the woman who gave birth to Leslie, spiraled into a darkness from which she never returned. Barbara's life after Leslie's birth was a slow unraveling, a descent into psychological torment that culminated in her tragic suicide. This wasn't a death by disease or accident, but a deliberate act born of unbearable pain. The revelation is a gut punch, not just for Leslie but for the audience, who've come to see Barbara as a figure of quiet tragedy. The image of Barbara gazing at her newborn daughter with love and tenderness, only to walk away and never look back, is haunting. It's a moment that encapsulates the show's ability to balance melodrama with poignant human truths. Barbara's suicide adds a layer of complexity to Leslie's story. Why did Barbara abandon her child? Was it guilt, shame, or something deeper, perhaps tied to Vernon's role in her life? The show has hinted at Barbara's struggles with mental health, her battles with a world that demanded too much of her. Her decision to end her life wasn't just a personal tragedy, it was a fracture that reverberated through the lives of those she left behind, including Leslie, who grew up unaware of the love that briefly shone in her mother's eyes. Peach's confession, delivered with the weight of years of silence, sets the stage for Leslie to grapple with her identity in ways she never expected. The Vernon connection, a father's shadow. The speculation that Vernon could be Leslie's father is where the drama reaches fever pitch. Vernon Dupree is a man who commands attention, his presence filling every room with an intoxicating mix of charm and danger. His history with Barbara is murky, a tangle of passion and power plays that Beyond the Gates has only begun to unravel. If Vernon is indeed Leslie's father, it would explain so much: her strength, her resilience, even the undercurrent of ambition that drives her. But it would also complicate everything, forcing Leslie to confront the legacy of a man whose moral compass has always pointed towards self-interest. The evidence is circumstantial but compelling. Vernon's cryptic comments about Barbara in past episodes, the way his eyes linger on Leslie with a mix of pride and unease, suggest a connection that goes beyond coincidence. Fans have pored over every detail, from the timeline of Vernon and Barbara's relationship to the subtle hints dropped in Peach's story. Could Vernon have known about Leslie all along, keeping her at arm's length to protect his own secrets? Or is he as in the dark as everyone else, about to be blindsided by a truth that could upend his carefully curated empire? The possibility of Vernon as Leslie's father also raises questions about his relationship with Anita. If Anita discovers that Leslie is Vernon's daughter, it could reopen old wounds, forcing her to confront feelings she's long buried. Vernon's charisma has always been a double-edged sword, drawing people in while leaving destruction in its wake. For Leslie, learning that Vernon is her father would be both a gift and a curse, a chance to understand her roots, but at the cost of inheriting his complicated legacy. The emotional stakes for Leslie. At the center of this storm is Leslie herself, a character whose journey has captivated audiences from the start. Leslie is no stranger to hardship, having clawed her way through a world that's often been unkind. But the revelation of her parentage could push her to new emotional depths. Imagine her sitting alone in her apartment, Peach's words echoing in her mind. The knowledge that Barbara, her mother, loved her but couldn't bear to stay would be a wound that never fully heals. And if Vernon is her father, Leslie would face an identity crisis of epic proportions, torn between the man she's come to admire and the darker truths about his character. Leslie's arc in Beyond the Gates has always been about finding her place in a world that feels rigged against her. This revelation would force her to redefine that place, to question everything she thought she knew about herself. The show's writers have a knack for crafting scenes that blend raw emotion with high drama, and Leslie's journey promises to deliver both. Picture her confronting Vernon, her voice steady but her eyes betraying the storm within. Or imagine her standing at Barbara's grave, whispering questions that will never be answered. These moments would be the emotional core of the season, a testament to the show's ability to make viewers feel every beat of its characters' hearts. The broader implications for Beyond the Gates. The question of Leslie's parentage isn't just a personal drama, it's a narrative linchpin that could reshape the entire show. Beyond the Gates thrives on its interconnected web of secrets, and this revelation would send shockwaves through every storyline. Other characters, Martin, Danny, and the rest of the Dupree clan, would be drawn into the fallout, their own secrets and loyalties tested. The show's signature blend of glamour and grit would be on full display, with lavish set pieces giving way to raw, intimate moments of truth. For fans, the speculation is half the fun. Social media is abuzz with theories, from detailed timelines of Vernon and Barbara's past to wild guesses about other potential fathers. The writers have kept their cards close to the chest, dropping just enough hints to keep viewers guessing. Will the show confirm that Leslie is Vernon and Barbara's daughter, or will it throw a curveball, revealing a different truth entirely? The beauty of Beyond the Gates is its unpredictability, its ability to keep audiences hooked with every twist and turn. Waiting for the truth. As we await the next episodes of Beyond the Gates, the question of Leslie's parentage hangs over the series like a storm cloud. The possibility that she is Vernon and Barbara's daughter is a storyline ripe with potential, promising drama, heartbreak, and revelations that could redefine the show. Anita's unraveling, Peach's confession, Barbara's tragic end, and Vernon's shadowy role all converge to create a narrative that's as compelling as it is devastating. For Leslie, the truth, whatever it may be, will be a turning point. It's a chance to reclaim her past, to understand the forces that shaped her, and to forge a new path forward. For fans, it's a reason to keep watching, to keep speculating, to keep rooting for a character who embodies the resilience and complexity that make Beyond the Gates so unforgettable. So, let's wait and see. Will Leslie's story unfold as we've imagined, or will the writers surprise us once again? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.